So we're in Clovis, California. We just finished doing a repair on a closet flange. The original closet bin down there, the 4x3 PVC, was roughed in too tall, and that happens occasionally. So it was sitting above the ground, and then when they came in to set the flange, instead of cutting the pipe first, and this is ABS, that's my repair, so don't worry about that, but the white plastic, the PVC, instead of cutting the PVC closet bend and gluing the flange on, they usually come in, they just take a chisel or a screwdriver or pliers and they just start chunking pieces off, which is fine, okay, as long as it seals and doesn't leak, that's great. But over on this side you can see that they broke off a part of the flange, so this should be duplicate. You can see, you know, the top surface of the flange all the way around here, and this is, if you were going to spin these to the side, you'd be able to adjust your bolts a little bit better, but they used these instead, which is fine. But over here it's gone. So one problem was the horn was sitting on top of all these jagged pieces that were sticking up and down. So I just took a sawzall and trimmed it all the way down to the flange, so that's good. And then you can see how much it drops down right in there. So we cut a piece about 3/4 of an inch, you can see, a ring, and it's ABS, so that's why we get that green glue. It's a transition glue to go from PVC to ABS. And so green glue, and what it is, it's just acting as a sleeve. When you flush, if there's any leaking or any backing up, see this toilet backs up, for some reason comes up, it could work its way when the white plastic, before I put this ring in here, it could work its way back up to this crack right here. Additionally, when it's trying to drain down, it just causes a problem in this area. So this sleeve resolves that. There was no need to replace the entire closet flange, because that's like a $400 job, $450 even. You know, we've got to cut this pipe out down below where the black is at. We got to cut that all out. We got to remove everything. We got to drill new holes, put Tapcon screws in. It's just a big process. So this is just to ensure that when it flushes, or if it does back up, that it goes into the bolus, but it's coming out here on the floor. So that's solid plastic. That was a repair ring. So that was we just cut the bottom off, glued it in there, and that'll hold it. So that'll dry and seal as far as any water backing up, any water trying to go down, or trying to come out. So it just gives it kind of a new base to sit on. So I think we're going to use a single ring in here instead of we like to use these normally, but this flange is a little high, so I think one wax ring will be good in there. We want a lot of wax on here. You always want wax connecting. The problem with this one is if it hits that reinforced horn that sits here, this black plastic part, some of those jagged edges hit, and that's probably part of the leak. And then on top we could see this whole thing. When we took it out, you could see the whole top of it. You can't see it right now, but we could see it. Water had been leaking for a while, so a little damage to the floor right here. And but brand new bolts, a little repair there, get some wax in, get it bolted back together. Outside of that, this installation is done.